What's up, mini truckers? Ben here, that US Mini Trucks. Want to show you real quick. We got the bumper removal on a Honda Acty HA4. HA3 is going to be the same. Pretty straightforward. You've got to take out the marker lights, and then there's a bolt there. So you've got the one bolt there, and you've got two bolts underneath, one on each side. You've got two on each door. There's one here and one there. And then you've got one here that's under the license plate holder. This one. And then these two. Okay. Actually, it looks pretty cool from far away without a bumper. That's what the bumper looks like. So you can see that's all plastic, so if you get in an accident, you know, there's not much there as far as mounting. But while we're even in here, and what I'm going to show you is I've got this horn was not working. So we can plug into this harness, and I actually went and ordered a new horn on Amazon before I knew I could get this back going again. And I just try to mount it somewhere real quick so I can, it will stay there. So we've got it here, somewhat mounted. It is plugged in, and I'm hitting the button. Okay, mini truckers, someone's calling in. But what I'm showing you is we're hitting the button, nothing's happening. So on some of the street legal trucks, you've got to have the horn working. So I took this apart, I took it and actually bought a new one on Amazon. I couldn't get it. And then I just was gonna try to take it apart and save the pieces. And you see this screw right there? Looks kind of suspicious, doesn't it? So watch when I undo this screw. I'm gonna have to set it here. But I think what this is doing is pushing pressure on that, like, you know, the sound vibrates with this reed device. So notice when I just back it out or remove it completely. Okay, and it doesn't really mount here. I'm just trying to mount it somewhere so it doesn't rip. Oh, you can see it fell off of the thing. But you can see it's already working. Okay. So you can kind of actually unscrew this screw and get different tones out of the horn. So when I had it opened up, it sounded a little deeper, maybe because there's less, you know, more air escaping. But let me do this actually. I don't want to break this clip. So then as soon as I got it back working, I went and ran and canceled my one on Amazon. I don't know if I can do this. You may just have to listen. I'm gonna hit the horn over here. It's gonna be loud too, so cover your ears. Okay, so we got the horn fixed. I've had one before the horn didn't work, and the guy just took it for off-road. But this could solve the problem absolutely free. Go ahead and write down in the comment section if you've ever had this issue or what you've done to help, you know, yourself. You could actually mount, you know, an air horn here. That's what one thing I thought to do, like one of those loud train horns. But this is cool. We got the customer up and running. One other thing, I actually got this truck sold. So, you know, I could have told the guy everything's running perfect. He's up in New Hampshire, and sold it to him, and then he gets it and he can't get it inspected. He doesn't even know how to fix them. But that's not how you want to roll. So you want to be able to sleep good at night and have, you know, your customers call you, and you can pick up the phone and say, hey, how's it going? And I'll be like, oh, why is he calling me? Is he calling me because he found out that I tricked him and the horn didn't work? So, you know, keep that in mind. This one also, we found a little radiator leak when I was actually trying to find the horn. So I'm trying to see if I can get it stopped up here with some gasket sealer. We're keeping our fingers crossed. Keep your fingers crossed. I'll keep you guys posted, but hopefully this helps. Yeah, and then, you know, back to that story about people not coming through, I actually helped a guy consign a truck. So he had a truck, and I helped him market it a little bit. And about 4 months later, the people were like, hey, you know, what's the oil filter number? And they were actually having issues with it running. So I tried to reach out to the original owner and say, hey, you know, what's happening? Do you have any ideas? They getting, it was like the catalytic converter overheat light, and it was just running rough. And I wrote out to the owner. He didn't even respond. Not like, oh, I don't know. He just didn't respond. So, you know, that's kind of what you get. These wannabe fake mini truckers, they're not really about that life. They don't support the community. So what I ended up doing, they took it to a mechanic up where they live, and I had him call me, and I talked to the mechanic, and I helped him kind of troubleshoot. You can actually ground that catalytic converter overheat sensor. It's more just a temperature sensor. And then he found the running rough was one of the spark plug wires came disconnected. So simple as that. And that's the thing. It's like you don't have to avoid people. You just help them and try to troubleshoot. If you can't help, then you can't help. But, you know, the idea that people are going to be like, oh, you know, why is he calling me? That's one thing I hate about the business. But if you always buy a truck from me, you know I'm going to pick up that phone and I'll try to help you out the best I can. Have a good one. Take it easy.